Hey everyone, welcome to ONS, your semi-weekly Dark Souls video where everyone fights in the comments to the death. Which is like how Dark Souls is in the game, so that's fine. There's a lot of fighting going on, but it's been a bit longer than usual. I've been sitting on this footage for a while, and I should just explain a few things. Currently, I'm ironing out some stuff to try and get this channel to be a partner channel, but it's taking a bit longer than expected. I didn't want to make a video beforehand and jinx it, but here we are. It's more of a wait and see type thing now, but it doesn't matter. I'm bringing you the goods right here. So lately I've been playing a bit of Demon Souls, and I guess this video is mostly going to be that. The footage I've got of Demon Souls is more for reference for the 360 fans that may have not had the chance to play Demon Souls. I'm not too happy with how things turned out. It's a very different community than the Dark Souls community. The people who are still playing Demon Souls right now are the most hardcore Demon Souls players, and I'm hopping into it after like a year off with a brand new character, having only played the game for a few days, trying to invade and kill people. PvP in Dark Souls is just so much better for so many reasons than in Demon Souls, and let me detail it a bit better for those who aren't familiar. Firstly, there's no real reward to PvP in Demon Souls aside from the fact that you get to kill someone else. You don't get your opponent's souls, but you do get to return back to body form, which is the equivalent to being human in Dark Souls. The problem is, you can't invade people while in body form, so you'll need to kill yourself anyways after you've beaten someone just to invade someone else again. You could put a red summon sign down, like in Dark Souls, to have someone summon you for a duel, but you don't get that until the end of the game. And that's what makes me think that multiplayer was more of a side thought for Demon Souls in terms of PvP, while in Dark Souls it was treated as strongly as a single player component, in my opinion. Secondly, if you die in PvP by the environment, like by slipping off of an edge or having a blue dragon kill you, you lose a soul level, which is interesting given that it's a way to level backward if you want, but usually it's a detriment and another way to punish you for your mistakes, which goes in line with the game. This next complaint is more for people being invaded rather than the invaders, but invaders have the ability to heal. In Dark Souls, it's relegated to using a heal miracle or using a humanity to heal if you're invading. In Demon Souls, you can use grass to heal yourself just like the person you're invading can. It sort of helps tip the scales and make things even, but I almost like the challenge of Dark Souls when you're invading and you're just trying to keep yourself safe and full of health. There isn't that same concern in Demon Souls, because if you get desperate enough, you can just run away and heal and then come back to fight the person. All in all, I'm glad to see the progress From Software has made in just a few years, and I'm really excited to see where they choose to take things next with this series. Given their development cycle, we can expect another Souls game perhaps next year, perhaps holiday 2013, maybe early 2014. I think Namco Bandai just had its most profitable year since like 2006 or 7, and it's largely in part to Dark Souls' success. It would be interesting for me, and this is just me throwing out my ideas out there, it would be interesting to be in a world in Dark Souls where you couldn't differentiate between NPCs and other players, where NPCs were randomly generated in their appearance or perhaps in their personality or how they interact within the story, and the player customization was so advanced that you almost didn't know who you could trust or just any way to make things more seamless. So rather than the terror and dread that you feel when you see so-and-so has invaded, you'd always have this lingering sense of fear that at any moment you could be betrayed. It's interesting ideas I have like that, and however implausible they may be, I'm sure the From Software guys are cooking up something brilliant on their end, not just for the new Dark Souls PC content, but for future entries in this series. There's still 2 weeks left for North American players to try and clock in some multiplayer fun in Demon's Souls. I highly recommend it. I honestly just beat the game for the first time a few weeks back. It was just one of those things that I just sort of put off for so long, and the second half of that game is just really beautiful. Some of the boss fights are truly epic and put Dark Souls bosses to shame, especially things like Ceaseless Discharge or especially Bed of Chaos. But let me know if you guys want to see any of that, and I can capture some single player Demon's Souls footage. I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed 2 lately for some strange reason. I might be a little rusty. Anyways, until next time, Ornstein out.